There are some other nutritional programs that has been in operation since last few years. So you can identify them, but I have already pre-built slides for that, and more or less it holds most of the information on national nutritional programs. So let us switch for today's presentation on these strategies, introduction, the history of nutritional programs, major goals and objectives, and strategies of interventions, and major activities, challenges, and facts and figures of the national human nutritional condition. So the National Nutritional Program builds the vision all the Nepal people living with adequate nutrition, food safety, and food security for adequate physical, mental, and social growth and equitable human capital development and survival. So this is the main vision. And next one is malnutrition remains a series of struggles to child survival growth. Let us see who is joining. Okay. Okay. Then the next, sorry. The most common form of malnutrition is this PEM, the protein energy malnutrition, the concept we just described yesterday, the kwashiorkor marasmus and the marasmic kwashiorkor. So the other forms of nutrition are these thyroid problem, this iodine deficiency, iron, this anemia, and xerophthalmia, this night blindness. Okay. So please just remember the acute form of, one of the acute form of xerophthalmia is the night blindness. And major cause of PEM in Nepal is low birth weight of below 2.5 kg. If the boy is born below 2.5 kg, then it is called malnutrition. The condition is also due to the malnutritional status. And if the girl is below 2 kilograms, the condition is also regarded as the poor nutritional status of the mother. Okay, then the coordination. Let us see the thorough development of the historical development of nutritional programs in Nepal, and the first coordination committee, a high-level national nutrition program committee, was formed in 1977 by the National Planning Commission. And later, the National Nutritional Studies first was built in 1978, called Pokhara Declaration, and it was further revised and updated in 1986. So, nutrition section was established under Department of Health in 1978, and comprehensive nutrition program was introduced after 1979. So after 2 years of the vision build and the commission, then the regular interventions on nutritional programs have been built after 1979. And the first multi-sectoral nutrition program called JNSP was launched from 1989 to 1992, and following the National Health Policy of 1991, the nutrition section was under the Child Health Division of the government. Okay, then later there is the Breast Milk Substitute Act was born in 1992, and this program was initiated in 1993 in 8 districts. Okay, so in Nepal, this micronutrition status survey was done in 1998. See who is coming late. And then and this micronutrition status survey was planned to conduct it again in 2016. And later the intensification of maternal and neonatal micronutrient program was initiated in 2003. पहिलो survey micronutrient survey कहिले भएको थियो? It was 1998. Then it realizes to conduct the intervention on support of maternal and neonatal micronutrient nutrition in 2003. And then National Nutrition Policy and Strategy was formulated again in 2004. And later the school health, nutrition and feeding program was implemented in 2006. Okay? The school ko Diva Khaja program sune hola. This is related to this act. Okay? This act built under the National Nutrition Policy. And after 2004 and 2006, mostly in the hillside and the remote areas of Nepal, the school children are given fed the nutritious lunch. Okay, so again the National Plan of Action Nutrition was formed in 2007 by the National Planning Commission. So there are distinct approaches of the planning strategies built in first 1977. Then 1992, 2003, then you have to remember 2004, what is happening, and again in 2006. And the Nutritional National School of Health and Nutrition Health was formed in 2006 with the involvement of Ministry of Health and Population and Ministry of Education. And later the action was revised in 2007. And the National Assessment Gap Analysis, NAGA, was done in 2009, which recommended the need of multi-sectoral nutrition. Then with the approval of the endorsement by the government of Nepal, this multi-sectoral nutrition support program was launched in 6 districts. And later the project named Suhara has been implemented almost in 41 districts. And later this agriculture and food security project is in operation. I think it is in the termination phase now, in 19 hills and mountain districts of the western Nepal, western to midwest Nepal. Then recently in an alignment of International Conference on Nutrition 2, UN General Assembly has declared the period of 2016 to 25 as a decade of action on nutrition. So the major goal of nutrition program is to achieve nutritional well-being through improved nutrition program implementation in collaboration with the relevant stakeholders, sectors. So then the objective of this is, there are many objectives under this. I don't like to read, but the major objectives are just to reduce general malnutrition, to reduce anemia, to reduce iron deficiency, and to improve maternal nutrition, and to establish the linkage between different organizations for multi-sectoral nutrition initiative, and to improve nutrition-related behavior change. That means behavior change means change in food habit and communication. Okay, that means extension of the new knowledge to improve the nutritional behavior of people. And the last one is to improve monitoring and evaluation of nutrition-related activities and programs. And moreover, there are also other subsidiary programs on school nutrition, and to reduce the critical risk of malnutrition and life during exceptionally difficult circumstances. Then the last one is to strengthen the system for analyzing, monitoring, and evaluating the nutritional situation. So then there are 5 strategies have been developed to find the objectives. To complete the objectives, one is control of PEM, control of IDD, and control of vitamin A deficiency, VAD normally we say, and control of anemia and regular deworming in population. So this is the strategy built to disseminate the nutritional programs in the country. There's coordination of the inter and intersectors, decentralization of the programs, and community participation, advocacy for nutritional programs, and integration, monitoring and evaluation of the program, new research to build the new strategies, and capacity building of the inter alia. That means the involved agencies and coordination among the intersectors. So they are the final strategies developed to intervene the nutrition programs in the country. Then there are so many other programs now according to the strategy, just national programs on treatment of iron deficiency, vitamin A, the same. In the scale up, there are some other scale up programs on maternal, infant, and young children nutrition program. We say mycin. Then integrated management of acute malnutrition (IMAM), and third one is micronutrient powder distribution linked with um, LYCF, right? Then school health and nutrition programs, vitamin A supplementation to address the low coverage in 6 to 11 months, right? That is also done to young children in a school. Then multisectoral nutritional plan, MSNP. So now this multisectoral nutrition plan is mostly in operation in the country. So there are many other challenges of nutrition. One is the community programs have limited resources. This is the major challenges of the continuation of the multi-sectoral nutrition program. A lack of human resources is being a problem to conduct effective programs in rural areas, and stagnant growth and political instability, which has contributed to acute food shortages and high rates of undernutrition. Then micronutrient almost half of pregnant women and children under 5, as well as 35% of women of reproductive groups, okay, age groups. So then I think I have provided this nutrition demography and nutrition demography in the Google Classroom, which I have provided the link already. You can find. Okay. So I just give you in a summary, and may we join to next or not today? Linked with these nutritional strategies. Okay, and lactose intolerance is a part of this food intolerance section. So lactose is a disaccharide, you know, and milk contains 200 micromole per liter of lactose, right? Then it is digested by enzyme lactase to form glucose and galactose in the brass border of the intestine. 200 micromole per liter means around at least 2%. Oh, but in yak milk it goes up to 4%, or in cattle milk maybe 2 to 3%. Okay, or human milk contains only 2%. That means 200 micromole per liter. It's too less. Right? So again, there are some lactose containing foodstuffs derived from milk derived foods. One we say skim milk, non-fat and condensed milk, cream, milk yogurt, milk cheese, and processed milk food, other foods, stuffings, and salads and other dressings, salad dressings. Okay, they have a lot of other milk derived. Then lactose intolerance, called lactase deficiency or hypolactasia, is the inability to digest and metabolize lactose, a sugar found in the milk. Okay? There are certain territories in our earth, people cannot digest lactose but can digest alcohol. The Caribbeans. Okay? Caribbeans can digest alcohol, but they cannot digest milk. Okay? It is the fact. And lactose intolerance is not an allergy because it is not an immune response, but caused by simply indigestion of lactose or lactase deficiency, hypolactemia. Okay. Then lactose intolerance can occur in any age group or population, but there are certain age group in human life. There is lactose intolerance, even in lactose digestion groups. Okay, children at the age of 5 to 7, and children at the age of 11 to 14, something, and people at the age of 40 to 45, and at the age of 60 to 62. have been also regarded as the lactose intolerance period in human. So, our people of African, Jewish, Hispanic, Asian, the Middle Eastern, and Native American descent Caucasians are at risk of developing lactose intolerance. Right? Not all groups, but it is widely distributed throughout the world. Right? Again, the cause of lactose intolerance is when you don't have enough enzymes to break down the sugars in the mammalian milk. Okay, so milk is the substrate and active site for breakdown should work here, but it doesn't work. Okay, so then there are historical, interesting statistical information on this lactose intolerance. About 33% of people in the world are lactose intolerant, and 40 million Americans and 90% of South Asia are lactose intolerant. है मैले क्यारिबियन इक्जाम्पल दिए हामी पनि हो केही पार्ट केही एज ग्रुपमा त्यो हुन्छ and it is up to 90% of South Asia are lactose intolerant. Then the symptoms associated with this is abdominal bloating, पेट फुल्ने, and cramps. अलि क्र्याम्प भनेको पेटमा कसैले भोजेको जस्तो हुने, फ्ल्याटुलेन्स हावा भरिने, डायरिया, नाउजिया, केही पनि थाहा नपाए जस्तो हुने है, फेन्ट जस्तो. Then borborygmy, that means rumbling stomach, पेट नै तलमाथि उफ्रे जस्तो लाग्ने है, त्यसलाई भन्छ borborygmy. Then vomiting, particularly in adolescents, अलि ग्रोवरहरुमा चाहिँ भोमिटिङको समस्या पनि हुन्छ. Okay. So there are two types of lactose deficiency. One, we say primary lactose deficiency is genetically determined absence or decrease in the enzyme is noted. Right? And in this case, the jejunal intestinal morphology is normal. But in non-Caucasian groups, primary lactase deficiency is abnormal in adulthood. Okay? पहिला भयो यस्तो हुने तर पछि चाहिँ यो acute हुन्छ है. Then in secondary lactase deficiency, we say secondary acquired transient lactase deficiency is due to the small intestinal mucosal disease, abnormalities of brass border cells and transport processes. Hey, this is due to intestinal defect, mucosal defect, and it is often associated with celiac issue. Then the next, another one is congenital lactase deficiency. Is a very rare autosomal and recessive genetic disorder that prevents. One is lactase enzyme is genetically not produced. Then lactase enzyme is secondary. That means the mucosal wall does not produce enzymes, and then it is not digested. And third one is the genetic deficiency. We say congenital lactase deficiency is the autosomal recessive genetic disorder. Okay. Then congenital lactose intolerance is serious disorder in which the infants may fail to thrive unless given lactose-free formula feed. है यिनीहरुको लागि चाहिँ लाइफ भर मिल्क हैन ल्याक्टोज फ्री फुड दिनुपर्छ है. झुकेर पनि यस्तो ल्याक्टोज भएको फुड पर्यो भने they show some symptoms of allergies, food allergies or the milk allergy. Then there is a very simple process to diagnose the lactose deficiency. One is familial history of patient. You can identify, then check whether the patient has underwent partial gastrectomy and other related procedures. The test is stool acidity test and hydrogen breath test. They are common to diagnose the lactase deficiency or hypolactemia. Then the misdiagnosis process are also sometimes very close to lactase or hypogalactemia or hypolactemia. One is the irritable bowel syndrome, पेट बटारिने कारणहरु पनि हुन सक्छ, not only this lactase deficiency, Crohn's disease, other food poisoning, the gastroenteritis, and the celiac disease. That means intestinal diseases. Then how to manage this lactase deficiency? The first prevention measure is this avoiding lactose containing products. Second is alternative products such as plant-based milk, soya milk, you remember, you know it, rice milk, almond milk, hazelnut milk, oat milk, the hemp milk and peanut milk. You can and horchata, eh? You can use instead the original milk or the lactose containing products. So this is all about the today's presentation. अलिकति डिस्कस गरौँ के छ नबुझेको हजुर इन्टोलरेन्स पनि एउटा एलर्जी नै हो फुड एलर्जी हैन जस्तो कन्जेनिटल चाहिँ दिस इज फुड एलर्जी है यो चाहिँ इन्टोलरेन्स मात्रै हो बाबु हाम्रो एजमा पनि एसियनहरुको के छ भने डिफरेन्ट एज ग्यापमा यो चाहिँ ल्याक्टोज इन्टोलरेन्स देखिन्छ भन्ने छ चिल्ड्रेनको 5 to 7 अलि ग्रोथ चिल्ड्रेनले दुध खान मान्दैन नि हैन कारण त्यही हो जस्तो अनि चिल्ड्रेन 11 देखि 12 14 वर्षको बच्चाले पनि खान मान्दैन 5 to 7 इयर्समा पनि खाँदैन इट इज सिम्पली इन्टोलरेन्स बाबु है हाम्रोमा त्यो ल्याक्टोज के भन्छ कन्जेनिटल डिसअर्डर ट्रान्जिएन्ट भन्ने चाहिँ छैन नर्मली वी हैव सिम्पल इन्टोलरेन्स प्रब्लम नेक्स्ट वान यसमा साइकोलोजी केही जोडिदिन दैट इज डाइजेस्टिभ डिसअर्डर मात्रै हो के यो है कसैलाई मिल्क मन पर्दैन नखान सक्छ तर intolerance is simply this physiological disorder. केवल lactase enzyme produce नहुने कारण चाहिँ this is not mental, this is physiological. है next is enzyme you can buy or protein mix enzymes as a supplement you can buy. Hey, additives we don't say this is supplement but additives in market you can buy but by birth who are intolerant or this is this genetic disorder है autosomal disorder हुन्छ नि तिनीहरुलाई चाहिँ जे खाए पनि हुँदैन तिनीलाई चाहिँ त्यो मिल्क प्रोडक्ट दिनै हुँदैन के मिल्क सब्स्टिट्युट मात्रै दिनुपर्छ बुझ्यौ नि you can buy जस्तो प्रोटिनेजहरु तिमी बजारमा किन्न पाउँछौ next in few lectures we will discuss about the real nutritional sciences and its relation to daily life. Okay, nutrition and disease, nutrition and biophysical compounds, nutrition and cancer, nutrition and gastrointestinal disease, nutrition and urolithiasis, okay, urine disorders, and nutrition and overweight. Okay, nutrition and disease relation are important. We need at least 5 lectures to complete it. त्यसपछि बाँकी भएको अलिकति न्युट्रिएन्ट म्यानेजमेन्टको पार्ट जस्तो चाइल्ड न्युट्रिसन न्यूनाटल न्युट्रिसन maternal nutrition okay there are subsidiary lectures this I can provide you the hands out maybe maximum 1 or 2 pages okay the real science part you have to devote your time and please ask to your colleagues to attend our only lectures they are very important है आजसम्म त तिमीलाई पढ्नै पर्दैन I think 1 or 2 presentation 1 or 2 listening is okay अब चाहिँ you need to know all the technical terms है in formula है अब the formulative type मा जान्छ lecture so a bit difficult lectures are coming कहिलेकाहीँ ब्रेक लिनु पर्यो भने भन we can substitute the time but it is very difficult for me to get your time 8 to 9 is okay I think ठीक छ नि हैन ल